Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about treating your daily water consumption exactly like a financial budget. I'm so glad you're here for this, because we are going to dive into some really fascinating data and practical strategies that can dramatically lower your utility bills and, at the exact same time, help out the environment. Think about it. Just like tracking your everyday spending, taking control of your home's water flow can leave a whole lot more money in your pocket at the end of the month. So why are we talking about this right now? Well, we have to look at the broader picture. Inflation is squeezing household budgets at historic levels, the highest since 1981, actually, which represents a serious loss of purchasing power for everyday items. Combine that financial strain with the reality that over 100 million Americans across 37 states are experiencing drought conditions, and you realize the cost of water is only going up. Finding concrete, actionable ways to cut our daily expenses isn't just a nice idea anymore. It's absolutely crucial for both our wallets and our planet.
Okay, let's dive into our game plan for today. 1. Setting your daily water budget. 2. Eliminating hidden water leaks. 3. Hardware and appliance upgrades. And 4. The psychology of saving water. Let's start with Section 1, setting your daily water budget. Just like building a financial plan, you can't manage what you don't measure. You really need to understand your current income and baseline usage so you can accurately forecast your actual costs. So before you even touch a faucet, start online. Consumer experts highly recommend utilizing the bill calculators provided by most water companies on their websites. It's the absolute easiest way to anticipate your upcoming costs, figure out your current billing tier, and spot any bizarre irregularities early on. Let's look at what a healthy water budget actually entails. This data from the Water Corporation in Western Australia shows what highly efficient water-wise households use depending on the season and family size. For example, a 3-person household on a medium block should be aiming for around 312 liters a day in the winter and roughly double that in the summer. Having a tangible benchmark like this is a real game changer because it gives you a realistic target to aim for. Moving right along to Section 2, eliminating hidden water leaks. Before we even think about changing our daily human habits, we absolutely must stop the hidden fees that are passively draining our budget. And by hidden fees, I'm talking about undetected silent leaks. The crucial number to remember here is 20. A seemingly minor issue like a dripping tap or a slightly running toilet can silently waste up to 20 gallons of water every single day. To put that into perspective, over a month, that's 600 gallons of water you are paying for but never actually using. No way we're letting that happen.
To track down these hidden fees, you don't need to call a plumber right away. You just need to perform the water meter test. It's super simple. Just turn off all the water appliances in your home. Go outside, check your water meter, and then wait exactly 1 hour without using a single drop of water. Check the meter again. If those numbers have changed, well, you've got a hidden leak somewhere on your property. Now, if your meter test does indicate a leak, the most common silent culprit is the toilet. To test this, you can try the food coloring toilet test. Just drop a little food coloring into the toilet tank and wait 10 minutes without flushing. If that color seeps down into the toilet bowl, boom, you've located the source of the waste. And the best part, it's usually just a worn-out flapper that costs a couple of bucks to replace.
All right, Section 3, hardware and appliance upgrades. If fixing leaks is like cutting your hidden fees, upgrading your hardware is like making a capital investment. These are physical changes that enforce water efficiency automatically, without requiring an ounce of extra effort or willpower on your part. The absolute highest return on investment you can make is installing a faucet aerator. It's just a modest, inexpensive little attachment that screws right onto your tap. It blends air into the water flow, maintaining that great feeling of high water pressure, while slashing your actual consumption by nearly half. It literally transforms a mundane sink tap into a massive conservation tool. Now, when it comes to larger capital investments, there is a stark financial and physical contrast between traditional top-load washing machines and modern front-load washers. Your washing machine is one of your biggest water expenses, and the engineering differences between these two designs are just staggering. Consider this efficiency breakdown. Traditional top-load washers work by completely submerging your clothes, using an astonishing 40 to 45 gallons per cycle. Front loaders, on the other hand, just tumble your clothes through a small amount of water at the bottom of the drum, using only 13 to 15 gallons. Ultimately, that saves up to 70% of the water per cycle. And the data completely backs up the investment. According to Appliance Math, investing in a front loader yields about $150 to $167 in annual savings. Because of this, the premium price you pay upfront for the machine is paid back in just 11 to 22 months.
Over a 10-year lifespan, you're keeping over $1,500 in your pocket. It's an absolutely brilliant way to automatically lower those bills. Finally, Section 4, the psychology of saving water. So, hardware and leak detection only go so far. To truly slash our daily expenses, we have to tackle the absolute hardest part of the water budget, breaking wasteful human habits. Simple, thrifty habit swaps can yield massive results. Just turning off the tap while you brush your teeth or shave saves 10 gallons a day per person. Cutting a luxurious 20-minute shower down to a brisk 5-minute shower saves immense amounts of both water and the energy used to heat it. Altogether, these simple swaps can save a single household up to 100 gallons a day. Here is a data point that is always a total shocker. If you think hand-washing dishes is better for the environment, think again. Hand-washing a full load of dishes under running water uses up to 27 gallons. An Energy Star rated dishwasher doing that exact same load uses merely 3 gallons. If you have a dishwasher, use it. It is practically a magic trick for your water budget.
But here's the reality. Simply wanting to save money isn't always enough to permanently change behavior. To get your family or your housemates on board, we need to use informed methods from pro-environmental behavioral psychology to actually develop and enforce these thrifty habits.
The first psychological tool is values framing. When discussing conservation with your household, don't just complain about the bill. Connect the goal to something they personally care deeply about. For a roommate, maybe focus on the fact their utility share will drop. For kids, maybe the savings fund a specific treat. For a partner, it might be the environmental impact of the drought. You've got to frame the conversation around their values.
Now, if someone in your house strongly resists changing their habits, try the reject then retreat technique. Ask them to cut 10 minutes off their shower. When they inevitably push back, which they will, scale down and compromise on cutting just 5 minutes. They'll feel like they won the negotiation, and you still get a massive reduction in daily water use.
To reinforce these new rules, make them visible and fun. Psychology shows us that having everyone sign a public household pledge greatly increases follow-through. You can place polite, brightly colored sticky note prompts right next to faucets as little reminders. Actually, you can even create a fun 5-minute song playlist to time showers, or assign the younger kids to be water monitors who get to excitedly enforce the rules for the whole house.
All of this builds toward a final, crucial step, the reward. Once you've implemented these changes, compare your monthly bills before and after these interventions. When you see that financial drop, use a portion of those exact savings to reward your household. It proves that the effort was worth it and really cements those habits for the long term.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a hard look at your own home and your own habits. What is the very first step you will take today to stop the drain on your daily water budget? Will you go outside and check the meter, order a faucet aerator online, or maybe sit down and have a conversation with your family? Pick one, take action, and watch your savings grow. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.